Hi, boys and girls. I'm going to read you a story today called Sammy the Steamroller, written by Eugene Bradley Coco and illustrated by Mark Samuels. Remember, the person that writes the words is the author, and the person that draws the pictures is the illustrator. Okay, let's start. Sammy the Steamroller was fast asleep in the garage, dreaming about rolling over long roads and wide streets, making them as smooth as could be, when Engineer Bob rang the morning bell. "It's time to wake up," he said. "We have a job to do." "Is it morning already?" said Connie the Crane. "I was having such a nice dream." "Me too," added Dan the Drill as he let out a great big yawn. "I wish I could go back to sleep." All of the other machines in the garage liked to sleep better than they liked to work, but not Sammy. He loved going to work. That was his favorite thing to do. Engineer Bob smiled. "You're always first, Sammy," he said as Sammy's rollers shined brightly in the morning sun. "But your job comes last. You have to go to the back of the line." "That's right, Sammy," said Bill the bulldozer as he chugged out a big puff of smoke. "Now move along." Sadly, Sammy went to the back of the line and he watched as the other machines moved ahead of him. Then Engineer Bob climbed aboard Charlie the cement mixer, and with the other machines behind him, he made his way through town to Main Street. "We have a lot of work ahead of us," said Bob. "It's our job to make Main Street look like new again. So everyone get to work." And everyone did, except for Sammy, who had nothing to do but watch as all of the other machines started doing their jobs. "Guys, do you see that the street is full of holes?" "Need any help, Dan?" asked Sammy, as Dan the Drill busily went about drilling big piles of rock and cement. "You can't help me," laughed Dan the Drill. "You're just a steamroller. All you do is roll back and forth while I spend my time digging big pieces of rock. I don't have time to talk to you now. I have work to do." "All I wanted to do was help," said Sammy, as he made his way over to Connie the Crane. "Want me to lift some of those big rocks for you?" asked Sammy. "Who said that?" asked Connie as she lifted a big chunk of cement high in the sky. "Oh, it's you, Sammy. What are you doing here? This is no place for a steamroller. Get out of the way before you get hurt." Sammy quickly moved out of her way. At the other end of the main street was Bill the bulldozer. Maybe he needed help. "What are you doing, Bill?" asked Sammy. "Oh, I was trying to knock some of those old buildings down so we can make Main Street wider. But I can't do that if I'm talking to you here." And with that, Bill pushed on, leaving Sammy standing by himself, wondering what to do. Down the street a bit, Sammy heard Charlie the cement mixer. Maybe he needs some help, thought Sammy. Engineer Bob had made neat piles of cement to put into Charlie's mixer. Sammy tried his best to pick up the piles, but all he did was make a mess. "Now look what you've done," said Charlie. "You ruined everything." "Well, that won't happen anymore," said Sammy, as he sadly rolled away. "I'm not staying where I'm not wanted." It was almost evening when Engineer Bob blew his whistle. "Great job, everyone," he said to all the machines. "There's only one thing to do, and we need Sammy to do it." But when Engineer Bob looked around, he didn't see Sammy. "I wonder where he could be. It's not like Sammy to leave the job." "He was just here," said Connie. "I saw him going to the garage," said Dan the Drill. With all the machines behind him, Engineer Bob raced to the garage. When he got there, he saw Sammy sitting by himself, wiping the tears from his eyes. "I guess you're all done with the job," said Sammy. "Not yet," said Engineer Bob. "We have the most important part left to do. The ground is clear, the cement is down. Now all we need is someone to smooth out the road." "That's my job," said Sammy, as the other machines got in light behind them. "That's right," said Charlie, "so lead the way." In no time at all, Sammy was on Main Street, happily smoothing out the road. When he was done, Engineer Bob painted a yellow line down the middle. That night, Sammy went to sleep with a smile on his face, knowing that though his job may be the last one to get done, it's just as important as all the others. The end. I hope you like that story, boys and girls. Bye.